Hello everyone and welcome back to another mod review. Today we are taking a look at the 1.5.1 update for Mo Creatures. It's a video that I should have reviewed a while ago, but I didn't get around to it. So we are going to talk about the new features for 1.5.1 before they release the update for the newest version, which should be out shortly. So let's recap for the updates for this one. They have added a few new creatures, so let me go over here to the river just behind the ranch. So the first new animal that's been added is the crab. Currently, it doesn't really do much besides hang out. So we have a little blue one with some cool little pincher claw action. So we have a blue one, an orange one, and I believe those are the only two colors available at the moment. You can't really do anything with them yet either. Let me grab a sword. And when you kill them, they drop crab meat. Sometimes. There we go. And then you can take that crab meat and you can put it in your furnace and you'll get cooked crab meat. So on and so forth. So those are the crabs, not really much else to talk about there. Secondly, they have added maggots, which are gross, creepy little larva worm type animals, and when you kill them, they sometimes drop a certain amount of slime balls, and they just kind of hang out, not really sure where they're supposed to spawn. I know the crabs are supposed to spawn in and around rivers and beaches and oceans, any kind of water area. Haven't really heard where the maggots are supposed to be spawning, if they're supposed to spawn anywhere in particular, or if they're like the other ambient animals that just spawn everywhere. And then we also have cockroaches now, or roaches, just called roaches, and they currently don't drop anything when you manage to kill one. They are kind of hard to hit, and they are pretty speedy, so right now they're just kind of creepy crawlies that wander around your Minecraft game. So, going back to the ranch, now that we've talked about those ones, I'll go over here. The ogres have had a complete texture revamp, as well as a rewrite for the AI. So there are now 3 different variations. Well, they're the same 3 variations that were there before. Let me switch into easy mode here. So that's what the fire ogre looks like now. You can get a 1-head or a 2-head. This one just happens to be 2-head, and they also carry these little weapon hammer things. So instead of just raising their arms to attack, they beat the ground with their little hammers. And they still drop the same things when they are killed. So the fire ones should drop fire. The other ones will drop obsidian and diamonds for the cave ogres. So there is a regular ogre with 2 heads, and he carries hammers. And each head actually acts separately, as you could see. Only one of them actually lifted a hammer. And then the cave ogre variant, which we will have to go into a cave to take a look at. So let me go up here to our beautiful cave. Whoops. Here we are. So let me go in here. And while I'm going into the cave, I will also mention that now the spawn eggs act differently. So instead of the spawn eggs spawning each kind of variant, they will only spawn a certain variant depending on the terrain you're in. So because I'm going into the cave, the only ogre that should spawn will be our beautiful cave ogre. If I can find a spot to spawn him that won't kill him. Here we go, here's a nice big open area. So there's our cave ogre, and he also has this little medieval hammer type thing. And he will drop diamonds occasionally, like so. So if I just grab a scorpion, for example, because they have quite a few variants, then specifically, the only one that should spawn down here will be the cave scorpion with the new revamp of the spawn eggs. So that is a new update, and I'm just going to dig straight up here if I can. No, I don't want to go further into the mountain, I want to go towards my pasture. Alright. So once I get out of here, there we are. So that is a change with the way the spawn eggs work. Now, let me switch it back to day and I can go back on peaceful mode. The birds have been changed slightly, so you still got your birds, but instead of throwing, there's 2 steps to taming the birds now. One, you have to throw your seeds, and if Bob doesn't already eat them, so you throw your seeds, the birds eat them, and they ate them all, so I need more, and then, so now they're pre-tamed. So now, to be able to fully tame one, you have to right-click on them with another set of seeds if they've already eaten one of the seeds. So if I fly up here, if I can manage to get a bird. Come on. Which one of you has eaten seeds? Surely you all have. Well, you're supposed to be able to right-click on them. It is kind of a tricky matter. And if they've already eaten the seeds that you've put down... Oh, Bob's eating them all. That should have killed you. There we go. So... There we go. Okay, so you ate them. No, you didn't. You're just sitting on them. There we go. So then after a while, you can mess around with that. So you throw the seeds to pre-tame them, and then once they're pre-tamed, you have to right-click on them to continue taming them. So it's a 2-step process now to tame the birds. And lastly, we have the teleporting staff has a texture now, and it still works exactly the same. So you can just click any which area. You know what, I want to be on my roof. Nope, I want to be down there instead. Etc. And the build hammer now has a texture. And it works the same way as it does as discussed before. So if you have a block in your inventory and you want to put it, you can actually pretty much put it anywhere. I'm going to put it up here on this tree. There we go. And then I'm going to put another one, let's see. I'm going to put another one over here. So you can hold down the control button and you can place blocks pretty much anywhere. So I'm going to put a grass block up there. So that's how the build hammer works. And then finally we have 4 new types of wyverns that have been added, and we will talk about them in next week's video about the wyvern breeding guide. So I will catch you guys next time.